Okay, so we are going to start off with our practice problems from the previous three examples. So I want you to take a moment, look at these three problems, and then answer the questions, graph the function, state the domain and range. So look at the previous examples of what we did, graph this on your paper. Hit pause to take as long as you need. I want you to give good thought to what these graphs are going to look like. As you've all noted in your reflection, that you want to watch your careless mistakes and you want to watch your graphing, well, you've got to take the time to do it. So make sure you're giving some good effort here. When you're ready, you can move on to the next graph. Okay, so here are the answers to the previous questions. Let's go ahead and try and give you these answers. If the computer will cooperate here. Come on. Oh, there we go. Now it's a bit easier to see. I have to get back in the swing of things when it comes to recording these things. All right, so take a moment, check over your answers, pause as long as you need, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next example. You need to be able to see the examples, so let's move the board over here. All right, our final example for lesson 4.1 is a real-world application. So you'll find that solving word problems in the finance realm is actually a common use of exponential functions. You'll want to write down this equation that I'm about to give you because you will need to know it. I noticed from the prerequisite quiz in class yesterday, some of you actually already knew this one. So whether it's from your business class or you just are really good at children, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So the formula is A is equal to P times 1 plus R over N raised to the NT. All right? A stands for the account balance. P stands for the principal. The principal is the starting amount that you deposit into an account. All right, so when we're talking about investments, your principal investment is whatever money you give away to put in the account at first. All right, R is the interest rate. And you always want to put this in decimal form. So take the percent that you're quoted, move the decimal to the left 2 units to put it into decimal form. N is basically the number of payments per year, or the number of times that the interest is going to be compounded and things like that. This is how many times, it's not number of years, but the number per year. So if something is compounded annually, that means 1 time a year. If it's quarterly, 4 times a year. If it's monthly, 12 months in a year, so that means it's 12 times a year. And then T stands for the number of years. So how long are you doing this for? All right. So again, you need to know this formula for future quizzes and tests, and just those of you wanting to go into business, you're going to use this formula. All right, the word problem says you deposit $3,000 in an account that pays 3 1200% interest compounded monthly. Find the balance after 2 years. Okay, so $3,000, that's our principal amount. That's what we started off with. All right, then count that pays 3 12%. So 1 plus 0.0312 over 12, because monthly, that means N is equal to 12. Close parentheses, and then raise to the NT. So 12 times 2 years, 2. All right, plug this into your calculator. Usually when I do this, I divide the percent by N, add 1, raise it to whatever NT equals, because that's mental math. So then multiply by 3,000. I usually take it one step at a time using order of operations. Once you plug it into the calculator, the value you get is 3192.90 something, but you need to round it to 2 decimal places. So again, US money has 2 decimal places. So make sure you do that and then put your label. We're talking about money, you need to put the $ sign, or if we're talking about Korean won, you would say Korean won, KRW, I think is the abbreviation. So make sure you are including that. All right, let's go ahead and clear this off. And I want you to take a look at your exercise. So answer this question, pause as long as you need to set it up, look at the previous problem if you need to, you know the drill. And when you're ready, press play and I will write the answer for you. All right, so hopefully you've had enough time to solve the problem. So the answer, I'll see if it's actually writing, would be $2,171.38. If you have any questions on that, make sure you mark it and we'll answer it tomorrow in class. That's it for now. See you for lesson 4.2.